Have you ever stopped in the middle of your busy life and asked yourself a strange question? Who am I? Not your name, not your job, not your role in your family, not your achievements, not even the face you see in the mirror. I mean, who are you beneath all of that? It sounds like a simple question, but if you sit with it long enough, something surprising happens. The answers you normally give begin to disappear. You say, "I am John," but your name was given to you. You could have been given another name, and you would still be you. You say, "I am a doctor," but what happens if you change your profession? You are still there. You say, "I am a father, a mother, a husband, a wife, a friend." But these are roles you play, and roles can change. You say, "I am this body," but your body has changed completely since childhood. The face has changed. The cells have changed. The body you had 20 years ago is not the body you have today. And yet, something inside you still says, "I am the same person." So what is that I? This is where the real journey begins. Imagine a little boy looking into a mirror for the first time. He sees a small face and thinks, "That's me." Years pass. The little boy becomes a teenager, then an adult, then perhaps an old man. The face keeps changing. The body keeps changing. The circumstances keep changing. But through every stage, one thing remains remarkably constant: the feeling of being. I am. Before you say, "I am successful," there is simply, "I am." Before you say, "I am happy," there is, "I am." Before you say, "I am afraid," there is, "I am." The feelings change. The thoughts change. The circumstances change. But the simple awareness that you exist remains. Could that be closer to who you really are? Now look at your mind. Perhaps you think, "Fine, then I must be my thoughts." But watch your thoughts carefully. One moment, you are peaceful. The next, you are angry. Then hopeful. Then anxious. Then excited. Then confused. Thoughts appear and disappear. If you were your thoughts, wouldn't you become a completely different person every few minutes? But something notices all these thoughts. Something knows. I am angry. I am sad. I am thinking. I am confused. That means there is a difference between you and what you are experiencing. Think of the sky. Clouds pass through it. Some are dark. Some are bright. Some disappear within minutes. But the sky remains. Your thoughts are like clouds. Your awareness is like the sky. The clouds change. The sky does not need to chase them away. It simply allows them to come and go. Perhaps the same is true within you. Now go one step deeper. Have you ever experienced a moment when your mind became completely quiet? Perhaps while watching a sunset? Walking alone in nature? Sitting beside the ocean? Listening to rain late at night? For a few seconds, there was no story. No past, no future, no identity, just a quiet sense of presence. And strangely, you were still there. In fact, you may have felt more present than ever. This is the mystery that spiritual traditions have explored for thousands of years. They ask, if the body changes, if thoughts change, if emotions change, if identities change, what remains? The answer cannot really be explained by words. It has to be experienced. And that is why the question, "Who am I?" is not merely philosophical. It is an invitation to look within. Think about your dreams. Last night, perhaps you dreamed that you were somewhere else. You may have been running, falling, fighting, laughing, meeting people. For a while, the dream felt completely real. Then you woke up, and suddenly you realized It was only a dream. But here's the fascinating part. While dreaming, you were convinced that the dream was reality. So ask yourself, what makes you so certain that this waking life is the final reality? Perhaps this is not saying that life is meaningless. Quite the opposite. It is asking you to look at life differently. Because if you are not merely the character in the story, perhaps you are also the awareness watching the story unfold. Now think about all the labels you have collected throughout your life. Your family gave you one identity. Society gave you another. Your culture gave you another. Your education, your profession, your successes, your failures, your relationships, even your mistakes became part of your story. And slowly, you began to believe, this story is me. But is it? Imagine an actor playing 5 different characters in 5 different movies. In one movie, he is a hero. In another, a villain. In another, a father. In another, a poor man. The characters are completely different, but the actor remains the same. Your life is similar. You play many roles. You are a child to someone, a parent to someone, a friend to someone, a professional at work, a stranger to thousands of people. But behind all these roles is the one who experiences them, the witness, the observer, the awareness. And this is where the question becomes uncomfortable. Because if you remove your name, your profession, your relationships, your possessions, your achievements, your appearance, your opinions, your memories, what is left? At first, the answer may seem frightening. Nothing. No label. No story. No identity. Just silence. And the mind doesn't like that silence. The mind wants something to hold on to. It says, if I am not all these things, then who am I? But perhaps that emptiness is not a loss. Perhaps it is freedom. Imagine a prisoner who has spent his entire life inside a dark room. One day, the door opens. He walks outside. The sunlight is so bright that he has to close his eyes. For a moment, the light hurts. But the light is not the problem. His eyes simply need time to adjust. The same thing can happen when we begin to question our identity. Truth can feel uncomfortable at first because the ego is losing its familiar ground. But what feels like destruction may actually be awakening. There is another simple way to see this. You say, this is my body. My body. You don't usually say, I am this body. You say, my body. You also say, my mind, my thoughts, my emotions, my memories, my life. But if something is yours, can it completely define who you are? Your body belongs to you. Your thoughts happen within you. Your emotions move through you. Your experiences happen to you. But perhaps you are the one who is aware of all of them, the witness behind the experience. And once you begin seeing yourself this way, something changes. You no longer have to fight every thought. You don't have to believe every emotion. You don't have to become every label people give you. Someone says you're a failure. You can observe that thought without becoming it. Someone praises you. You can enjoy it without building your identity around it. Anger comes. You observe it. Fear comes. You observe it. Joy comes. You observe it. Everything moves. But something within you remains present. This doesn't mean you stop living. It means you stop being completely controlled by what happens. You begin to live with awareness. And that awareness creates a different kind of freedom. This is why the ancient spiritual traditions kept returning to the same question. Who are you? Not because they wanted a clever answer, but because they wanted you to discover what remains when every borrowed answer disappears. The deeper you look, the more you may realize you are not merely the body. You are not merely the mind. You are not your emotions. You are not your achievements. You are not your failures. You are not the roles you play. You are the awareness in which all of these appear. The body changes. The mind changes. The world changes. But awareness remains the silent witness. In the language of Zen wisdom, this is expressed through the profound idea, I am the awareness. Not the ego saying, I am God. It is pointing towards something much deeper. The awareness within you is not separate from the fundamental consciousness of existence. The same consciousness that allows you to experience your life is present throughout existence. And when this understanding becomes more than an idea, when it becomes an experience, something inside you becomes quiet, very quiet. Then even the fear of death begins to look different. We fear death because we believe, I am this body. And yes, the body is temporary. It is born, it grows, it changes, and eventually it dies. But if your deepest identity is not the body, then death is no longer the complete destruction you imagined. The spiritual traditions describe this as the difference between the garment and the one who wears it. The garment changes. The wearer remains. Whether you accept this literally or simply use it as a spiritual metaphor, the question is worth exploring. What part of you is truly temporary, and what part is simply witnessing the temporary? You don't have to force an answer. Just sit with the question, and perhaps that is the most important practice. Tonight, when everything becomes quiet, don't ask yourself, what should I become? Don't ask, how can I become more successful? Don't ask, what will people think of me? Instead, sit quietly and ask, who am I? Then watch what happens. An answer will probably appear. I am a teacher. I am a parent. I am successful. I am lonely. I am happy. I am unhappy. Whatever answer comes, ask again. Who's aware of that? And keep going. Not intellectually, experientially, until the answers become quieter. Until the labels disappear. Until, perhaps, there is nothing left to say. Just presence. Just awareness. Just I am. Maybe that is why this question has survived for thousands of years, because it takes you beyond the endless struggle to become someone. The world keeps telling you, become richer, become stronger, become more successful, become more important. But wisdom asks something completely different. Before you try to become someone, discover who you already are. Because perhaps your greatest problem is not that you don't know who you are. Perhaps it is that you have believed too many things about yourself that were never truly you. And when those beliefs begin to fall away, it can feel like something is dying. But what is dying is not you. It is the false image of you, the mask, the story, the identity you were taught to carry. And behind that mask is something much simpler, much quieter, and perhaps much more profound. So the next time you stand in front of a mirror, don't just look at your face. Look beyond it. Ask, who is looking? The face will change. The body will change. The thoughts will change. The circumstances will change. But the one who is aware of all these changes has been quietly present through every chapter of your life. Maybe that is the real mystery. You have spent your entire life searching for yourself, while the one you were searching for was quietly watching the search. You are not merely the story. You are the awareness witnessing the story. You are not merely the wave. You are also the ocean. And perhaps you were never truly lost. You simply forgot who you were. So tonight, before you sleep, Ask yourself one last time, who am I? Don't rush to answer. Let the question remain. Because sometimes, the deepest questions are not meant to give you an answer. They are meant to take you beyond the need for one. And when the noise finally becomes silent, you may discover something that was there all along. You, not the name, not the body, not the role, not the story. Just pure awareness. Just presence. Just being. And perhaps that is where the real journey begins. This is the Zen Wisdom. And if this question stayed with you, don't let it disappear when the video ends. Carry it with you. Sit with it. Observe yourself through it. Because the moment you sincerely begin asking, who am I? You have already taken the first step toward discovering the deepest truth of your life.